All right, I'm Nick. Today is day 8. We're going to put another 100 rounds through the Echelon 4.0C. But first, we're going to take a second and we're going to compare it to one of my favorite guns, okay? This is a Smith Wesson M2.0 compact with a 3.6-inch barrel. Now, there are things that I don't like about this pistol, but overall, I'm a huge fan. I wish they would make it in the metal grip, a compact metal grip, because I'm not a fan of the ambi controls. They're not very good, and they're too far forward for my preference. I do love the trigger. It comes with suppressor height sights. It's optics ready. It comes with optics plates. It's a fantastic pistol. I'm a huge fan, okay? Things I've talked about this pistol in the past that I don't like is how hard it is to send that slide forward. Also, if you watch my hands and how I grip it, my thumb, the joint on my thumb or knuckle, it hits right there. I have a hard time doing that. I have to switch up my grip to get there. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I never have been. So we're going to do some comparisons so you guys can see. They are very, very close in size. Now remember, the Smith & Wesson is 3.6 inches long. I'm just going to lay it flat. The Echelon is 4 inches long. Okay, so we'll line them up. Super, super close in size. We're not perfectly straight here, but you guys should get the point. Incredibly close in size, but look how far forward this slide control is compared to the slide, stop, and release on the Echelon. I like that. It fits my hands a lot better. I don't have to change my grip. Other things, it does come with an ambi mag release. You can switch it. However, you don't have to switch it on this because it works on both sides, okay? That's really, really nice. I'm a big fan of that. The other thing is you don't need plates for this slide. You do need plates for this, but it comes with it. So pros and cons, everything depends on your preferences are. This does come with suppressor height sights, so they're more of a co-witness height, whereas these sights, everything lines up pretty good, and hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Maybe I need to change the angle a little bit so you can see it. Overall, pretty good comparison. I'm actually going to put a few rounds in here real quick, and I'll shoot it first. One thing I do like about this gun, and we've talked about it a bit with this Echelon, is the fact that when you put the magazine in, nothing happens. It's designed not to do it, which I like. So my goal is always, boom, run the gun. And that's why I'm a big fan. It points really, really well for me. It shoots incredibly well. I would be a bigger fan if this slide stop worked smoother, but it doesn't. When you get to this, you can just touch it barely and it's gone. That's wonderful. That is how it should be. This is a fantastic pistol, but when I first got my hand on the Echelon, I was thinking to myself, wow, that is a better version of this 2.0, in my opinion. The trigger in the 2.0 is better than the Echelon, though, okay? If I had that trigger in this gun, that would be the perfect mix for me, in my opinion, right now. Still not the biggest fan of this slide dropping randomly for no reason, but we're going to put another 100 rounds through it, and we're going to see how it does. We haven't had any malfunctions. Remember, we haven't cleaned or lubed it since we unboxed it. That's our goal. We want to see if it goes to 1,000 without any malfunctions. I feel like I'm slapping the trigger, and I don't typically flinch when I pull triggers, and I have definitely caught myself flinching a ton. I almost feel like the trigger it's not consistent. It doesn't break even, and I'm not making excuses for myself. This is just what I noticed, okay? I'm not a professional by any means. I just think the trigger could be better. I've heard some things about there being upgrades available for it by aftermarket manufacturers. I'm not the biggest fan of modifying guns, and that trigger is plenty good for self-defense, okay? Remember, we're just being nitpicky. Wow. I'm out here missing the layups right now. That's terrible, okay? It happens. Remember, I'm just an average dude. Some days I shoot better than other days, okay? It's part of life. No excuses. I'm gonna fast through, wow, can't talk either. Fast forward through reloading, and we're gonna get back to it. All right, we're reloaded. We're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna step on that stump and fall over one of these days, and this is gonna be on video. If you notice, the last 2 times we inserted a magazine, the slide did not stop. No stoppage whatsoever. The other day we were able to bang on it with a round in there and drop it. It won't drop unless there's a round in there. Get to slam it pretty darn hard to get it to work. But the last 2 times we tried to put a magazine in there, that last round right there, the slide did not drop. And that's what I talked about, man. I don't mind it doing it. I just want the manual arms to always be the same, okay? So the best way to describe it, I want it to drop every time. If it doesn't, it bothers me, okay? So let's get reloaded. All right, I just realized, reload, I don't have my safety glasses on or my sunglasses. That's a mistake. You should always wear your sunglasses, especially if you're shooting steel targets. Now, those are all brand new targets, so they don't have any kind of pitting in them, so we're pretty good. But don't do that stupid. It's a mistake on my part. And we are about 13 yards, we'll say 11 to 13 yards from those targets, so shooting downhill. We're not in a bad spot, but it is stupid, okay? So always wear your ears and your eyes. Don't be dumb. But we only got 30 rounds to go. We're going to send on the big target and call it a day. I must have hit the T-post because like I saw the target move, but the target didn't actually move. Just no noise. All right, 10 more rounds. We'll be to 800. Haven't had any malfunctions, but if you're paying attention, I told you the gun that you get at 1,000 rounds is a lot different than the gun that you unbox. And in the last at least 4 reloads, the slide has not dropped, okay? The slide has not dropped. It's just part of life, okay? This is why I shoot the guns. Anytime I buy a new gun for myself, these are things that I want to know. And at least the last 4 times we've reloaded the gun, it hasn't dropped. That time we did it, we had to slam it real hard. I don't want to do that. All right, that's it. 800 rounds in, no malfunctions. I greatly appreciate all the support. I do enjoy reading your comments. If you are still watching and you want to help support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. It helps a ton. There's also a link below that you can go to. You can open it up. It goes directly to our website. You can make a small contribution that helps us buy ammo and guns and produce these videos, okay? Thanks for watching.